5G. I think this has something to do with what's it called? Like 5G, so they could still have doctors. Because like, yeah, what if they're trying to, like, why'd they contaminate the blood supply? It's like, if we could go full synthetic, you ever heard of like that, something about whether or not we could go it alone or something, and it's like a lack of consensus on someone is saying they're the voice of reason. We're like, we're the voice of reason. We're like, oh no, we are. Well, there's two groups of people that say fucking agree to disagree. So we're federal. We're federal. Our shit is federal. Our shit is federal. Yeah, my shit. Because if you go against paternalism, you're gonna emasculate. That's what goes for me too. It goes for me too. You could judge, you could fucking criticize my shit. You could run through and we criticize and everything. I mean, normally people don't look for faults in their friends, or other people really. Typically, men don't even talk about other men. It's because we need a all-male Narcotic Anonymous or all-male Gambling Anonymous and an all-male Alcohol Anonymous, all-male. Not co-ed at all. Nope. I mean, most that can happen is you run across somebody that you gorilla pimped before to get up in rob a house party or some shit. Sobering, right? If you thought that you could turn things around and shit, it's like you might fucking, like, they may point you out, and it's part of their recovery too, right? But if you think about it, should that happen though? Because you could throw criminally insane in there with grieving widows in the same institutions now. They do. What? And they go off your remorse. If you cry, you go to jail. You don't go to jail for anything that happens unless you cry. Then you show remorse, then they can press charges and follow up with proceedings. And so that is some amazing shit. That is amazing shit. You cannot ask the judge questions in the affirmative. They can't answer yes or no. Or they'll ask help from the prosecution, or the prosecution will ask help from the judge, but they don't want to do that. So they'll request private sessions to meet in chambers to force a capitulation over in chambers. You can use this as some useful information. Not for no criminally minded. Yeah, if you're really criminally minded, that information is probably like not useful, right? Because you wouldn't be able to ask the judge questions in the affirmative that wouldn't be tantamount to incrimination or something. Well, you understand the language I'm speaking, and you can't talk to me like we don't have, a court-ordered science and department